And I feel like that quarterback number 2 competition is most definitely up for grabs now. You know what I mean? And at one point in time, man, I was swearing in on Tyler Huntley, and I felt like Tyler Huntley was the better guy. You feel me? And I was like, man, Josh Johnson, no way. There's no way that Josh Johnson was going to come in here and outdo Tyler Huntley. Not no Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley, all the thing we need to see from Tyler Huntley was him see how he would play under another offense. You know what I mean? Just because, teams, they was betting on him and previously trying to get him the trade. Hopefully that they would think that the Ravens wasn't going to re-sign him to another year playing number 2 quarterback. And I was like, oh, it's a clear cut. Tyler Huntley going to get this. I feel like he got the better arm. He's more mobile. The offense will flow better. And in my eyes, in that Eagles game, it did flow better because that was the only series that Tyler Huntley played in, and Tyler Huntley was fluent. He was 8 from 11, 88 yards, 1 touchdown. His QB rating was 126.3, and the offense was averaging 8 yards. So I was like, man, Tyler Huntley looks way better, and he was coming in playing up with the second string, really. You feel me? They let Josh Johnson get the start, and when Josh Johnson started that game, he wasn't bad either. He was 8 from 12, 45 yards, 1 touchdown. His quarterback rating was a 101. But the only thing, the difference was the offense wasn't moving like Tyler Huntley. His offense was only averaging 3.8 yards a play. So that's why I was seeing the difference. That I was like, oh yeah, Tyler Huntley was able to, when he made his decision, he stopped, went through his progressions, and he started moving out the pocket versus Josh Johnson. That game stopped with just reading, and then he reacted real late. You know what I mean? But some of his reactions was able to get was moving the ball. Like I said, he was 8 from 12. He only had 4 incomplete passes. So I was like, all right, well, it feels like Tyler Huntley is still a lead guy in my opinion, because 8 yards a pop, that's good off. That's good offense in my opinion. And just imagine if you could just hand that off, and if that running back can get 5 yards a pop, that offense is now clicking. That's 13 yards a pop. You know what I mean? So that's how I was viewing that. But Tyler Huntley, you can kind of see that he tweaked his hamstring. You see he came up a little gimpy. And it led to him not playing a second preseason, which in my opinion, I felt like it kind of killed him now, because Josh Johnson was all about his business that game. In that first half, Josh Johnson was 10 from 12, 145 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now, he did throw 1 interception. He did do that. His QB rating was 121.9. But the offense was moving 12 yards a pop. So it was like, different tales this game. You know what I mean? Josh Johnson is able to move the offense down the field. It was able to get it fluent. Now, this 1 interception wasn't really his. It was his fault, in my opinion. I'm not even going to try to hold y'all on it. It was his fault, because I felt like if he'd have hit James Prochet a little bit earlier and wasn't late on that throw, number 1, it would have been a touchdown. Number 2, it would not have been an interception. You know what I mean? So that was my only thing about Josh Johnson, was the fact that his readings is just like a step slower. It's like that he can be in the advanced class, but his reading level is just like, no, we gotta put you in the average class, my guy. You know.